Good morning and welcome to day 4 of our 5-day morning yoga challenge. I can't believe it's day 4 already. You're well and truly over halfway. Well done. I hope you've been enjoying the variety of the sessions that we've been doing these past 3 days. And today, what I'd like you to do, this is a bit of a theme around twisting and turning and just in short having a little bit of fun as well. So yes, it's true, yoga can also be fun. So I want you to just take a breather today. I want you to do some twisting with me. Just a word of caution, if you are female and it is your time of the month, then just go really super easy. You shouldn't be doing any intensive twisting, particularly if you're on the first few days of your cycle. So be mindful of that. I'll give you some options as well for, some twists that aren't as sort of intense, but be gentle to yourself. Like every time you show up on your mat or yoga surface, be kind with yourself based on what's happening to you that day or that morning, how you've slept the night before. Reflect on it all because it matters. And the idea with yoga is you take it at your own pace every day, each and every day. So today we're going to be having a little bit of fun, and we've got a card today that reflects that as well. It is called "The Universe Works Fast When I'm Having Fun." So I'll show you the card. The universe works fast when I'm having fun. Perfect. See you on the mat. Okay, so we're going to start this twisting session with a sequence that's called Gadja Vinyasa. And Vinyasa just means sequence, so don't be scared by the word or anything. Gadja is channeling elephant. So this is all about the elephant. So we're taking it slow, but we're also going to be doing some nice twists and lengthening movements. So find yourself just in the center of your mat or whatever surface that you're on, and I just want you to turn your feet out slightly and have your legs at around about a leg length width, okay? And just slightly bending into the knees, and we're going to tuck the tailbone under slightly. Good. And just take a moment here and breathe in the morning. Close your eyes and breathe in through your nose. It's a great day to be doing yoga. So what we're going to do first is we're going to interlock our fingers, and then we're just going to release our shoulders. So keep the knees bent slightly. I want you to try and straighten into your arms and just lengthen. So push your shoulder blades forwards, tuck your chin in, look down towards the mat, breathe in. You might want to do a few shoulder rolls here. And then slowly we're going to take our hands behind our backs and do a similar thing. So I'll just turn around so that you can see what I'm doing. Interlocking the fingers and the wrists, and then bending into the knees and just pulling your shoulders away. And lastly, coming up onto the balls of your feet if you can. 2, 3, and release. Back to the first side, so just interlocking the fingers, releasing the shoulder forward, push your shoulders forwards, bend your knees, and lifting up if you can. Breathe into your abdomen and lift your shoulder blades. Good. Now we're either going to stay here or we're just going to gently twist to the right. Okay, so keep your feet nice and firmly planted like elephant and twisting to the right. Keep your chin tucked in. Breathe into your belly. And releasing back to the front. Just steady yourself. And to the other side. Close your eyes, breathe into your belly. And releasing back. You can have a little rest with your arms if you need to. Otherwise, lifting to the shoulder blades, bend the knees. And we're just going to lengthen the side of our body here. It doesn't have to be a big movement. You can go all the way down to your knee, but I don't encourage that if you don't have the flexibility and you haven't done this position before. That's it, nice and lengthening into the side of the body. And then to come up from this position, I want you to come forwards first and then up. It's just safer. Lifting into the shoulder blades again and over to the opposite side. That's it. And pushing forwards again. And lifting up one more time. While we're up here, I want you to see if you can come onto the balls of your feet. And releasing down. Good. So now I'm going to ask you if you need to get your block or pillow or chair. If you can, make sure you've got it handy and just pop it in front of your body, because we will be using the prop just out in front if you need to use it today. Okay, so I might even grab something myself just to show you. I've got just a little, sorry about this angle. I've got just a little block here that I can use to show you what you can do with the prop. Okay, so I'll leave it out there for now, but that's about where I want you to place your block or your chair. Okay, and then bringing your hands to your hips. What we're going to do is we're going to come forwards just as far as you comfortably can. Some people may find they can place their palms to the mat, but a lot of people can't. So that's where the block or the chair come in handy. Okay, so I want you to use whatever you need to use and be smart about it. Okay, so use it, please. Bending into your knees slightly before we come down, and hands on hips, just press your hands, connect your hands into your hips, into your waist. Just check in, see how that feels. How you going today? How you feeling this morning? You should be really, really proud of yourself. We're getting to day 4 of this challenge. I am proud of you. Okay, really plant your feet into the mat here. I want you to slightly turn your feet in and your heels out. And then bending into your knees, coming forwards, and we're going to use our chair or block if we need to. Okay, so you can place your hands here. You can even place your head like so. Okay, I'm going to shimmy this over to the side so you can have a look at the alternate option. The block would go here, so you can place a block here for your hands. Wherever you need to, that's where you go. Okay, if you can get your hands to the mat, wonderful, you can come down. Okay, and I just want you to Look down towards your hands, check that your hands are underneath your shoulders. Nice deep breath into your abdomen. You can straighten the legs if you have the flexibility, otherwise keep them bent and keep your hands on your prop. Okay, good. Releasing your head down if you can. And the crown of the head can come onto the mat, only if you have the flexibility. Arms out to the feet. And slowly rolling it up. Coming back to the first position. Remembering to take it easy. Just come down onto your mat if this is getting a little bit too much strength. What we're going to do is we're going to do a gentle twist to each side. Okay? You're going to place the left hand underneath your face and the right hand to the right hip and turn to your right. Okay? This might be enough for you. Okay? And that's perfectly fine. And you can also be using your props as well underneath your hands. Okay, if you want an extra challenge, you can bring this top hand up. Just be careful, you can turn your bottom shoulder in and lift the top hand up. Looking up towards your top hand if you're okay in the balance. And your head, neck and eyes can follow your hand if your neck is feeling okay. Try and keep your right hip coming down and your left hip coming up. And releasing down. We're channeling elephant here, so imagine the elephant just slowly making his way through the jungle. Right hand underneath the head now, we're changing sides, left hand to left hip, and turning to our left. Either stay here or take a rest, or if you want to go a little further, you can lift that top arm. Slowly turning your head, neck and eyes to look up towards the arm and releasing down. Okay, bending into your knees. I just want you to pivot on your heels and toes until you get to hip width. And then I want you to bend into your knees, drop like a rag doll, and really just let your head be nice and heavy. Look between your legs. Nice deep breath into your abdomen and rolling your body up. Palms together. Looking up towards your hands, lifting your shoulder blades evenly, so you just really lengthen into the body. And lifting, coming up onto the balls of your feet if you can. And releasing down. Nice deep breath, just take it slow. And now we're going to just pop our props off to the side. We haven't already. And we're going to come down onto our mats, okay? So take a nice deep breath and break on your back, okay? I'll meet you down there. Okay, so now we're just going to take a bit of a rest on our back for a moment, and we're going to do some twists from here. Okay, so lying on your back, just bending into your knees, having the soles of your feet on your mat, turning your feet in slightly, and I just want you to have your feet nice and wide, and then just let your knees fall in towards each other. Okay, don't hold any tension. Allow your body to just be so nice and heavy, and just allow it to sink into the mat. Lift your arms up and bring them over your head. Just give your shoulder blades a little wriggle on the mat here. Allow your head, the back of your head, just to sink into the mat. And allow yourself to go deeper. Every time you release, every time you breathe out, exhale, I just want you to release anything that you don't need and that doesn't serve you for today. Okay, every time you breathe in, I want you to breathe in the beautiful morning air wherever you are practicing, and just allow the energy of the morning to just fill you up. Just fill up your cup. Let yourself go. Bring your arms back over your head. Palms can face up now for a moment. Just let the fingers curl up. That's all I want to do. Tuck your chin in slightly. And release. We're just going to very slowly, in elephant time, bring our feet back towards each other. And just going to untie my top because it is a knot that is pushing you to my back. And just breathing in, I want you to bring your knees together and then bring your knees in towards your chest. See if you can bring them in first without using your hands. Just bring them into wherever they comfortably come, and then either just placing one hand underneath each knee, or if you can, interlocking the hands and just using them to gently pull your knees in. Chin tucked in, feel the release of the back. And I just want you to very gently do just a couple of very small lower back releases. Anti-clockwise and then changing to clockwise. And then bringing the arms out from the shoulders with your palms facing up. That's it. And then we're gently just going to twist our bodies. So we're going to roll to our right hand side. You may need to put a blanket or a pillow underneath your knees here, or just go to wherever you comfortably can go. If the feet come to the mat or the floor or the surface, that is perfectly fine. If they don't worry about it. Just use your prop. Go to where you can. That's where the day wants you to go today. That's where your body wants you to go. Allow it. Try and keep the contact with the left shoulder onto the mat. Again, don't stress it. It's just a guide. It's just where we want to try and guide our left arm. Just feeling into this twist here. To add a little bit of extra intensity here, you can place your right hand just on top of your top knee. Just very gently, you can direct your knees down. You can grab your left hand and find just the bottom two ribs on your left side, and just very gently as you exhale. So when you exhale, just very gently pull back with the left hand and pull down with the right hand. Okay, if you're struggling to get your knees down to the right, please don't do this one. You don't need the extra intensity. It's only if you're hanging out here going, oh yeah, what's next? This is easy. Okay. So that's the option if that's what's in your mind while we're here. Okay. And we're just going to move our knees back to the central position. Just take a moment here Nice and slow like the elephant, and over to the left. Okay, each side may be slightly different in flexibility as well, so just be mindful of that. You may need a blanket on one side and not the other. That's perfectly normal. Lengthen out, try and keep your right shoulder this time connected to the mat. Okay, left knees over to the side. And if you want a bit more intensity, you can find your lower 2 ribs on your right hand side. With your right hand, place your left hand on top of your left knee, on top of the top knee, and just drawing your ribs. Your rib cage comes back and down, and your knees just get a little helping hand there. And then bringing our arms back out from our shoulders. And breathing back to the center. And then just taking, interlocking the fingers around the knees again. And very slowly rolling it out. Okay, we're going to roll to the right hand side now. Come up really slowly. And okay, so next we are going to draw our left knee in towards our body, so heel in towards the pubic muscles, and the right leg out straight. And just flexing into that right foot. Yep, that one there. And you can interlock your fingers again around the front of your shin, drawing your knee in, pull your shoulders back slightly, and lift into your trunk. So really lift your spine. Don't worry if this leg isn't straightening, that's okay. You can slightly bend it to help you along the way. That's absolutely fine. And don't worry if your heel's not coming all the way in towards your body, totally fine too. Okay, I want you to find a position that works for you. Drawing it in, breathing in through your nose, let your belly fill up with air. And if this position is just enough for you, then stop here. If you want to join me with a bit of a twist, you can. So the bird's going to join us too. Going to just slightly shift our body. So we're just going to slightly turn our body to the left. And we're just going to draw, so sort of like hug the knee in. And we're going to just hug that knee in towards our body and even pull it towards the right hand side, just slightly. Okay, so when you've got the arms and the legs sort of working okay, I want you to try and keep the strength in the right leg if you can. I then want you to turn your head, neck and eyes to the left. And you can place your left hand behind your body if you like as well, coming up onto the fingertips and just giving yourself your spine a little bit more length here. Turning your head, neck and eyes. You can aim to look over your back shoulder to give yourself a little bit more of a twist. Breathe into your belly, take your time. And release. That's it, and we're just going to change sides, so drawing the opposite knee in towards the chest now, straightening into the left leg, flexing into that foot if you can. Draw your heel in towards your body, interlocking the fingers. Just give those shoulders a little bit of a roll them back, lift your spine, really feel your your buttocks connecting with your mat or surface as you rise up. Trunk nice and tall. Just steady yourself here for a moment. Breathe, check in. Can my belly breathe? Am I calm? This is just yoga. Nothing to stress about. We work with our own body on our own day and our own time. If you're taking the option to twist today, we're going to twist to the right. We're going to just do that little trick again where we use the elbow as a bit of a hook around just underneath the right knee, and then we're just going to gently pull that knee in towards our body and then over towards the left. Nice deep breath. And either stay or placing your right hand behind your body, just pressing into the mat or the surface with the fingertips of the right fingers to lift a little more length into your spine. And turn your head, neck and eyes to look over your right shoulder. Good. You're doing great. And releasing. Good. So now I just want you to come into Baddha Konasana. We're just going to release out the hips just gently. So you can put a blanket underneath your body here. You can use a block, you can roll up your mat, whatever you need to do to get comfortable in this position, please do it. Soles of the feet come together, and I just want you to bend into the elbows and just release them down, push into the upper thigh, the insides of the thighs, and I want you to push the thighs in towards your elbows at the same time. Breathe into your belly. And smile because you can. We're nearly done with this session. We've got one more twist to do and then we're done. So just bringing your hands behind your body too if you can. Pressing down into the mat with the fingertips. Lifting your spine. Breathe into your belly. Good. And release. So now we're going to bring both knees in together, and I just want you to try and see if you can interlock the fingers in front of the shins or just over the shins as such, and either staying here, or if you're joining with twist today, we're going to twist over towards the left hand side. You can use this right hand here, just place it against the outside of the left thigh and just sort of hook it in there. Left hand comes behind your body if it can, and just turning your head, neck and eyes. Slightly different move to before because this time we've got both knees bent. Breathe into your belly. Every time you exhale, I want you to just try and see if you can go a little bit deeper. So on the exhale that we deepen. The inhale, we lift our spine and turn. The exhale, we turn a little bit deeper. And release. Just coming back to the center for a little minute. Lifting into the spine and then coming around to the right. This time your left hand will connect in with the outside of the right thigh, and turn your head, neck and eyes to look over your back shoulder. Remember, it's on the exhale that we deepen into the twist. And release, coming into cross-legged if you can, if that's possible for you. If not, just a kneeling position or a comfortable position, whatever works for you. Rolling your shoulders back one at a time, one hand on each knee, and then we're just going to switch up the knee. So we're going to move our left hand over to our right knee. We're going to bring our right hand behind our body. We're going to just lift into our spine because we're nice and tall, and then we're going to twist to the right. Just try and keep your chin tucked in slightly here to protect your neck, and then just looking as far as you possibly can over your right shoulder. Nice deep breath into your belly. And release. Coming back to the neutral position for just one breath, lifting into your spine. Lift your spine, lengthen your body, and then right hand comes to left knee, left hand comes behind you, and use that back, those left fingertips, press into the mat, and then they can give you a little bit more height in the spine. And then on the exhale, we turn our body. Breathe into your belly and look over your back shoulder. And releasing back. Good, just rolling your shoulders one more time. Releasing the chin, releasing the neck. And then very slowly bringing your palms in towards your chest. Connect your thumb in towards your sternum. Roll your shoulders back slightly. Open up your heart center. Breathe into your belly. Can your belly breathe? Ask yourself. How does it feel after doing some of the twisting movements? Hopefully you'll see some improved digestion today. Maybe your metabolism might be a little quicker than normal. Hopefully just your insides feel like they've had a nice massage, not too intense, and that you're ready to either start or continue your day today. Okay, my friends, tomorrow is the last day, so I thank you for joining me on day 4 of our challenge, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.